Jennifer Raisback is a single mom who came to Ramsey Solutions here at the office to do her debt-free scream. She paid off $12,000 in a year. Amazing. And today she has taken the time out of her day to Skype in from work on her lunch break. So I'm so excited because I think we all can learn something from her. So Jennifer, thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me, Rachel. I'm very excited.
Good. Well, I love your whole story. So just kind of give us an overview. What were some of the financial challenges that you were facing being a single mom?
Of course, I mean, doing everything on a single income makes it more difficult. I really had to watch my budget. I don't have anybody else's income to really fall back on.
Absolutely. So with budgeting, that was a huge part of you winning. So how did you do that? Like tactically speaking, if someone was out there and they're like, okay, I need to get on a budget, what did you do?
I would sit down, do my budget, carry over what I could. And then when I would get paid every 2 weeks, I would take a look at what would need to get paid from that paycheck for the next 2 weeks. And kind of write that down and then look at, if there was anything left over, was there something maybe additional I could pay that didn't need to be paid till later in the month?
Okay, so I want to know for you, what was the moment you decided to change things?
I kind of just got to the point that I was just like, this is ridiculous. I just want to get it done. I don't want to have to deal with it anymore. And once I started really watching Dave's show on YouTube every single day and kind of getting into community there and then reading his book, and then especially reading your guys' book that you guys did together, I was just like, this is just, I just don't want to do this anymore. And I want to teach my kids a better way because I was taught that, you always have to have credit. Credit's fine. You know what I mean? Like my mom got me a store credit card when I was 16 to help build my credit. So I was just raised that way.
Yeah,
and I just decided that I just didn't want to do it anymore, that it was just, I didn't want to have to worry about it.
So for all moms out there, as you're trying to get your budget intact, sacrificing lifestyle, getting out of debt, all of it, did you deal with any of the mom guilt that I think every mom faces at some point in life, but specifically on this journey?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that as moms, especially maybe single parents, single moms or single dads, we kind of want to sometimes give our kids things that, maybe we didn't have, or, even more so for me, I think it's experiences. I really want to be able to take my kids on vacation. I really want to be able to go, fun places with them because I think that those kind of memories are really important. And I didn't have a lot of that when I was growing up. So, yeah, I struggle with that. And it's especially hard when the schools that your kids go to and the friends that they're around have two-parent families. So I heard a lot of, well, how come we can't do this? Or, can we go do this? And, your kids don't choose to be raised in a family where there's only one parent. So it can be really hard to tell them, no, we can't do that, or I can't afford it because I'm the only one. Because to them, I mean, it wasn't their choice to have to be in a, family with only one parent. So absolutely, I struggle with that. But I know that at the end of the day, the reasons why I did what I did is because I want to teach them, how to live without debt, and that it's okay to wait for things that you really, really want. I'm the only one that they can depend on to make sure things are taken care of. So
yeah,
I have to really keep that in the back of my head.
But you really are. I mean, you're just doing such an incredible job. I mean, it really is so powerful to hear your story and what you've walked through, because not only are they having to learn, your kids, the word no at times, but the legacy that you're leaving them, and they won't grow up, like you did, having that store credit card at 16 and it becoming a normal way. Their normal will be freedom from this point on. And that's such a remarkable thing. So for you, what was the biggest thing that you learned about yourself while you were going through this?
That I can really do anything I put my mind to. And that you don't have to have a large income in order to be successful financially. That it really comes down to living below your means and making things priority. Right now, I think I struggle with wanting to save for a lot of different things. So I'm even struggling with that right now. Like I have to make sure that I prioritize things. And I know that I can do it. It might take me longer than somebody else that has, two incomes, or even a single person with a large income. It might take longer, but focusing, doing things slow, steady, I'll get there. I just have to be patient and, give yourself maybe little rewards along the way just for accomplishing the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you what piece of advice you'd give someone who's in your situation, but you just answered it perfectly. I mean, seriously, it's like, oh my gosh, that's it. Like, you have to live below your means. You have to save up. Give yourself some rewards along the way to say that you can do it, because it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So great. I mean, seriously, Jennifer, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on. And I'm so proud to know you and to hear your story and all the work that you've done. So thank you so much. Gosh, what an amazing story. Jennifer is an inspiration and a reminder of how much moms matter. And so I want to take a second and have a mom-to-mom moment. Moms, I know it's not the most fun topic to talk about, but you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself and your family. And one of the ways you can do that is to get term life insurance. Again, I know it isn't a lighthearted topic, but it is needed so you can make sure your family would be okay, God forbid, if something ever happens. I hear all the time from people that say they don't know where to start or even how much coverage they need. So if you work outside the home, like me, you'll need 10 to 12 times your income. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, like some of my friends you'll meet later, you'll need to look at what it would take to replace everything you do around your household to keep it going. Winston and I personally use and recommend Zander Insurance, and we love them. They are so on top of everything, and they do great work to find the best options and prices customized to your family's needs. So go to Zander.com or click the link in the description and get a quote today. You can also find out more at my website under Rachel Recommends.